Hello students, good evening. Let us move towards our last topic of our syllabus, that is application of GIS, GPS and remote sensing in planning. So till now we have seen the different concepts from town planning, urban planning or related to how infrastructure facilities are planned, calculated, and these spatially their locations are decided, numbers as well as sizes. Now the further part is use of some advanced tools to plan such things. So we do need different maps, locations, as well as land use details of different areas, and that can be achieved through the use of GIS, GPS, remote sensing. So actually GIS, GPS, remote sensing, these are the some advanced tools of geoinformatics, broad specialization we can say. Under that we can see GIS, that is geographical information system, GPS, global positioning system, and remote sensing. These are the three different tools. In short, GIS is nothing but preparation of different maps having different land uses, their characters, then again different features which we want to add on that particular map, like road network, urbanization, then river basins, crop pattern, major crops, industries, then railway network. So there are many maps prepared for different uses. So there are so many applications of GIS, that is preparation of maps, but we are going to see particularly its use in the form of, or particularly for the urban planning. So urban planning is nothing but planning of infrastructure and overall city areas with respect to land use, their spatial locations, and their sizes. So, particularly preparation of such maps related to urban areas will help a lot, as well as we need to decide locations also uh, in the execution part of some infrastructure facilities like bridges, piers, their locations, or the plot boundaries. All these things are dependent on latitude and longitude. You must be knowing what is latitude, longitude. In Maraठी काय म्हणता येईल आपल्याला, अक्षवृत्त आहे, रेखावृत्त, बरोबर आहे. म्हणजे आडव्या रेषा ज्या असतात आपल्या हे स्पिअरवरती त्याला आपण अक्षवृत्त म्हणतो, आणि ज्या उभ्या रेषा असतात त्याला आपण रेखावृत्त म्हणतो, लॉंगिट्यूड. लॅटिट्यूड अँड लॉंगिट्यूड, अल्टिट्यूड इज डिफरंट. त्या पद्धतीने तुम्हाला एखादा व्हिडिओ लॅटिट्यूड, लॉंगिट्यूड आणि त्यावरून मग एखाद्या जागेचं लोकेशन कसं फिक्स केलं जातं, और इवन इफ वी मूव टू एनी प्लेस on this Google map also, you will find that particularly the location of this place is defined by latitude and longitude. You can select any place, or you can see Google map also. So this is Google map, or even this Google Earth Pro is also application of GPS, GIS as well as remote sensing. So the satellites which are moving around our Earth in different orbits, geostationary, geosynchronous. So particularly the launch of different satellites, ISRO, IIRS, Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, or you must be knowing the ISRO, their website. Different satellites are launched for different purposes. They move around our Earth and they continuously take the images remotely, means with some distance, as they are away from the Earth's surface. Some geostationary satellites are about 3600 kilometers away from the Earth. बरोबर आहे. सो त्या पर्टिक्युलर हाईटवरून ते कंटिन्युअसली स्ट्रीपमध्ये आपल्या भागाचे फोटो घेत असतात. अँड अकॉर्डिंगली these images are updated. So if we take example of our campus, Vidyanagari campus. So this is satellite image. So all these satellite images are clubbed together and you can see this globe or earth. So if we see this area by using image processing processes, different there are different steps how you can decode that particular area or that particular image. So particularly as of now in this image you are directly seeing whatever is in existence, but many times it is in form of different color, in different tone, different we can say character, and that need to be identified or analyzed properly for the proper analysis or application. We will see some of the notes in our further part. In that you will see that uh, in remote sensing images, particularly water body may not be seen in a blue color. Then even greenery, forest area, you may find it in the form of red color and which is actually in green color. So we have to identify or analyze that particularly remote sense images. Remote sensing images are available on different platforms, different resolutions. There are many technical terms related to remote sensing, GIS, GPS. But in general sense, you have to remember that GIS is nothing but preparation of maps. Remote sensing is nothing but taking images from the higher altitude remotely from the keeping some distance from the earth surface. And GPS is nothing but global positioning system. You must be using uh, location, send your location option from your WhatsApp as well as from the map. So particularly if you are sending this location, you can see it is attached with a particularly latitude and longitude like this. Okay. So this is nothing but latitude and longitude. You can see any project, you will get their latitude and longitude. Here you can see their respective latitude and longitude, and particular plot will be bounded by that particular dimensions of latitude and longitude. Here you can see I have clicked Sawal that shows 18.16 and 74.63. This is the location of this plot, and that also indicate north, east. So north is particularly above the equator, and this is latitude 18 degrees 9 minutes and 58.1 seconds, and this is 74 degrees 38 minutes and 1.2 seconds east. So this is Greenwich line, east side of the Greenwich line. You must have remembered the Greenwich line, London, where is the zero longitude. You will be able to study all these latitude longitude concepts in one of the video, and with respect to that particular understanding you will be able to define the locations which are unique in nature. So for each plot or each location you can have description of latitude and longitude. Okay, so this is nothing but location. You can track the vehicles with GPS system. As of now, mobiles are also tracked. Many, we can say, thefts are also tracked by using mobile locations through the towers, as well as uh, some trackers are also installed in the vehicles that can check the location of that particular vehicle. Even in your mobile also, there is one option tracker, so that gives you the information about the location of that particular device. So that is global positioning system. So how it will be helpful in the urban planning process? So we are preparing different maps, we are locating different facilities on the maps or on the ground. So if we get the latitude and longitude of that particular plot or the facility to be provided, then it will be easier. Even you can see now DGPS, various surveying equipments are available which are connected with the satellite, and even in by using total station or some advanced equipment like DGPS, you can carry out the survey work of the plot or any land parcel, and that can be digitized easily, and you will get output in the form of uh, map or the, we can say, in various different formats like vector and raster data that can be utilized easily in the various softwares like GIS, ArcGIS or QGIS. Also, all these elements will give you the elevations of that particular area. You can see here there are many options, layers, terrain. This will give you the elevation map. Okay, in this terrain option you will get here this terrain or the, we can say, topo sheet boundary will be easily visible in case of hilly areas. You can see the slope contours of the area, and it will be easier to have alignment of roads, railways, or even construct tunnels, the alignment of canals, So many works related to infrastructure development can be carried out easily with respect to these topo sheets or basins maps prepared by using these techniques like remote sensing, GIS, and GPS. So GIS is nothing but preparation of maps. GPS is related to locational aspect, and remote sensing is technique which will take images of that particular area, and that can be analyzed and can be utilized in the preparation of maps or in the planning of that particular area. So if you are having all these details or survey, physical survey, many times it is not possible to carry out, but with the use of such remote sensing GIS techniques, you can easily prepare good quality and accurate maps of many resources or many we can say land uses for our use. This you can see the Dombalkodi Dam near Vai or Mahabaleshwar. You can see or you can calculate submerged area, the water body covered surface area, as well as you can have calculation of sediment in the particular dam also. By using different techniques, you have to understand how it is decoded, or image processing need to be carried out by using different tools. So this is a very vast field or advanced field that uses uh, these techniques. You can see uh, some of the government websites also related to ISRO and Indian Institute of Remote Sensing and Science. Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, IIRS. So this is one of the government institute provides satellite images. Also, they have different e-learning programs. Under e-learning programs, you can participate in different certificate programs also in online mode also. From our college also, you can participate in different certification programs. Okay, ISRO, you can register as a participant for different courses. If if I am audible to you, if screen is visible,
Yes, sir.
okay. So urban planning and GIS, we can see here. These are the various latest techniques also. LiDAR, UAS, GNSS. Okay. So GIS provides planners, surveyors, and engineers with the tools they need to design and map their neighborhoods and cities. Visualization, spatial analysis, and spatial modeling are the most frequently used GIS functions in plan making. GIS can help to store, manipulate, and analyze physical, social, and economic data of the city. Planners can then use the spatial query and mapping functions of GIS to analyze the existing situation of the city. Through map overlay analysis, GIS can help to identify areas of conflict of land development with the environment by overlaying existing land development on land suitability maps. तुम्हाला लेक्चर आहे का दुसरं काय आता? डू यू हॅव एनी लेक्चर ॲट दिस टाइम? एक मला वाटतं MS साठी एक लेक्चर शेड्यूल आहे तुमच्यासाठी. आर यू गोइंग टू पार्टिसिपेट इन दॅट सो दॅट आय कॅन स्टॉप हिअर और शुड आय कंटिन्यू? Okay, I hope there is one lecture for you now. I hope you must have registered for that particular activity. So I will stop here and we will continue in the next lecture. I will take your attendance.